I thought this would be a very interesting topic because it was something I discovered probably a week ago. But everybody knows the answer. And I think that's going to be the title of this video. It's going to sound weird. Obviously, when it comes to information outside of them, people don't know the answer. But when it comes to anything about themselves, people know the answer. And when I explain this lesson, or I explain this breakdown of how I got this epiphany, it's almost, you come to the realization that when you are in sales or just talk to a lot of people or have a lot of friends and you know people who go through a lot of issues, they love to say the words, I don't know. And I don't know is people's biggest obstacle. Like, people don't understand how much they give that I don't know power in their life, and it will hold them back for the rest of their life. And you probably do it yourself. Genuinely, like, think of the amount of times you said I don't know to something you wanted to do or something that's giving you doubt or fear of doing. And since you said I don't know, you don't really go over the obstacle, you create the obstacle of saying I don't know and not actually jumping over the fence to look at what you have to do. And you're gonna see this within the pattern of people in your life of always complain, who always go through shit, who always victimize themselves, and like, I don't know why this happens to me. Genuinely dig deeper. The reason we have these conversations in sales is because you're almost, well, not almost, you are removing limiting beliefs. One of the limiting beliefs is saying, like, I don't know. People have said I don't know and don't understand the definition of insanity and continue asking why is it anything different, why is it anything changing? And they keep doing the same thing expecting a different result. And when you understand that, to really overcome the I don't know, they need the silence. Almost in a sense that, like, if I asked you like XYZ question and you told me I don't know, I'm not gonna sit there and try to dig deeper. I'm gonna be silent and let them think. And they're gonna try to avoid the question, they're gonna try to change the subject, they're gonna be like, I don't know, like this is it. Let them get with some sort of reason and make them certain on it to dig deeper on it. Because 99% of the time, that is literally the thing holding back majority of people. Those really good ideas of starting content or doing this or doing that or building a business, and like, I don't know. And they all really goes down to, like, honestly, the short story that made me really get this epiphany while I was here in Spain was I was on a coaching call, or I could say a coaching call, and I was with my friend Lachlan, and I was in a hotel in New York City, Times Square, and I ordered room service. It was like an hour and a half late. It was complimentary. I loved it. They came in. He's like, hey, good evening, sir. I'm sorry for the lateness. Came in. I was like, don't worry about it. Don't trip. Come in, put it on my table, and I'm talking to him while he's putting the food on my table. I'm like, hey, like, what's your name? I don't remember his name. If you ever see this hotel guy, hopefully you do what you did. But I'm like, what's your name? How long you been working here? He's like, been working here for like a couple years now. Like, great. Do you want to do this for the rest of your life, or what do you really want to do? And he's like, I want to make a bar. I'm like, cool, why do you want to make a bar? He's like, I feel like I have the personality for it. I feel like I could just be a good hostess, and I know I could run a bar. And I've always wanted to do it. I'm like, cool. What the fuck is holding you back? And he literally, like, like an NPC stands up and just looked around and said, I don't know. And I literally was like, think about it, like, genuinely. Like, we stood silent for like 30 seconds. This man is just in my hotel room. And he's like, fear. And like, said it very confidently, very certain, and knew like it was fear. I'm like, why fear? He's like, I don't want to mess up or fuck up my first business. I'm like, cool. And I literally just flat out said, how are you ever expected to get on the bike and expect not to fall and bust your ass a couple times? He's like, true. I'm like, cool. How long do you want to just continue knowing that you're looking at the bike but you're never going to get on it? He said, I want to make this bar. I'm like, cool. So how long are you going to stand in your own way and rob yourself of the opportunity of doing your bar and still working here? He's like, I really want to do this. I'm like, so what's going on? Break it down to me. Like, he's like, you're right. Like, I should make that bar. I'm like, cool. Let's figure it out. Let's do what we got to do. Because you've been in your own way for the last, I think he said 4 years. He's like, you're right. Like, thank you so much. And I'm like, I've never really had a conversation like this before. And I'm like, it was very, like, it sounds very simplified, and it sounds very, like, it was literally a 4-minute conversation. And the person that was on my coaching call, Lachlan, he watched me do the entire thing. And I'm like, sales. But you're gonna come to this conclusion, or you're gonna come to this understanding that it is, like, sales is simply life, and sales is, like, everywhere. But, like, understanding that everybody has an obstacle and you have to problem solve to help overcome it. That's really what it's about, in the most simplest form ever. And we simply overcomplicate it, and I don't know why. But literally, he walked out and he was like, literally before he left, hey, if I invite you to the bar, you come? I'm like, of course. If anything, I'm the reason I made the bar. And you have to be that way with everyone around you, and especially yourself. Especially if you want to lead people, create a business, be the person you want to become. There's always going to be obstacles, and you always have to overcome them. Simply identifying it and doing what you need to do, and stop hiding between the I don't knows and all the excuses, it's going to get you to where you want to be. So whenever you hear I don't know, whenever you say I don't know, it's complete bullshit. Actually think of a genuine answer, and people will reflect to you the same way you reflect to them. If you don't tell them I don't know, they won't tell you I don't know. Then you'll actually get deeper into the solution and deeper into the pain point of what they're looking for. And that's it. Hopefully y'all mess with this type of videos and content. If y'all want more shit like this, or just have more questions, go shoot it. Let's have some fucking fun. Let's get deep into the weeds. But yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one.